on in. What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? What's crackin'? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood? It is your man Theo Butler, and I told y'all I was coming to y'all with a Bill Foster video today, and this is the video on behalf of the Rock With Me Nation. We doing a Bill Foster video because I think it's pertinent. So before we begin, like, share, subscribe, and for one time only, forget about me. Let's give it up for the Rock With Me Nation. There we go, man. Listen, there ain't no me without the Rock With Me Nation. I done it. I'm a part of the Rock With Me Nation. If the Rock With Me, if I ain't, they ain't rocking with me, who rocking with me? I don't know. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. We at 399. I love that. Man, listen, shout out to you. Yeah, appreciate you. You gotta cross if you walk. That's how I learned how to run. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. But this video is about Bill Foster because there's some stuff going on. A lot of us are in our tithers, and I believe rightfully so, in how they treating Chadwick Boseman, how they treating T'Challa. But we done seen a couple of civil wars. If you read the comics, the civil wars, you should be kind of used to how we getting treated out here. Especially when the guy that did Bill Foster. He ain't really got no... Y'all don't read comics. Y'all don't even know who the hell Bill Foster is and what he done in comics. All y'all know is Lawrence Fishburne played him in the MCU. So, without further ado, let's see what these similarities are between Bill Foster in the comics, James Rose in the MCU, and the Civil War. I'll be right back. Hold on. Before we get into this whole Eerie connection thing, the first thing we need to know is, who is Bill Foster? Well, he's none other than Black Goliath, later changed to Giant Man, thanks to Ben Grimm the Thing, and thank you for that. I don't know why we keep putting black in front of stuff. Anyway, think about this, though. His character was created in 1966 by Stan Lee and Don Heck. Who else do we know who was created in 1966? Anybody? Bueller? No, man. Anyway, it wasn't until April 1975 when he was given the Black Goliath identity by Tony Isabella and George Heck. Now, I don't know what it was about the colors blue and yellow back in the 70s, but between Black Goliath, Black Lightning, and Luke Cage, I don't know. I guess those were the go-to colors for black superheroes. I don't know. It's got me confused. See, I can't even say it. Anyway, he debuted in Luke Cage Power Man number 24, April 1975, and even had his own comic for 5 issues in 1976. Five issues? It's 12 months in a year, so we couldn't even... Never mind. Anywho, Bill would go on to show up here and there, but it wasn't until Marvel's Civil War between Captain America and Iron Man, Steve Rogers and Tony Stark's forces. This was in May 2006, which predates the movie by 10 years, where his presence. It wasn't until 2006, the initial Civil War, Captain America on one side, Tony Stark on the other side, when Bill Foster's presence in the Marvel comics was really, really felt. Why? He was murdered by a Thor clone android who later became known as Ragnarok. Yeah. A Thor cyborg clone made by these guys, Tony Stark, Reed Richards, and Hank Pym. Oh, and remember when I said it predated Captain America's Civil War by 10 years? That means the movie came out in 2016, so do you know what Marvel Comics did? They launched Civil War 2 to coincide with the movie. Now let's see who follows along with what I'm getting ready to say. Stay with me now. The comic series started March 2016. The movie came out May 2016. Here's what happens in the comics. Carol Danvers, aka Captain Marvel, leads a team of Avengers against Thanos. Iron Man doesn't agree with her reasoning for going to attack the Mad Titan. See how this goes? This drawn up in some of this anyway. Like, you should be seeing some similarities with stuff. Anyway, during their battle with Thanos, War Machine is KIA by Thanos. Tony is livid his best friend is killed, and so starts a second civil war amongst the heroes with Carol and Tony on opposing sides. See how we did that? You remember the similarity thing? I'm like, what? Remember the similarity thing? Okay. The similarity thing. Bill Foster and the MCU. The similarities, the eerie connection between them. I mean, aside from the throwaway portrayal of him by Lawrence Fishburne, he, Giant Man, got killed by an android in the comics. Much like it was an artificial life form that killed Bill in the comics, it was an artificial life form that almost killed Rhodey in the movie. If that isn't bad enough, both artificial life forms, albeit going through some cosmetic changes, are walking around while their respective victims are either still dead or still suffering from the injuries. I mean, dang, 2 civil wars. And before anyone says anything about the lives lost in Stanford when Nucleon exploded in the comics, I compare that to the lives lost in the embassy in the MCU. Right? Cool. As alluded to in the movies, Bill Foster is just as intelligent as Hank Pym. Hank actually needed Bill's assistance in comics after getting stuck at 13 feet, which was what led Bill being able to backwards engineer and perfecting the Pym particle, so he didn't have to deal with any of that mental, physical stress on his body, and becoming Black Goliath, later on Giant Man. That said, all hope might not be lost, though, as Bill has a nephew named Tom Foster, who has taken up his uncle's formula and name of Goliath. Maybe we'll see him in the MCU with the Young Avengers. I'm just saying. Listen, I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. You don't see the connections. You don't see the connections. Dang, my bad. Where my manners at, man? I was about to dip on y'all just like that without coming back. Anyway, listen. I mean, like 2 civil wars. And the superhero that took that L both times looked like me. They didn't have to. And I'm sitting up here like this. So you ain't read the first Civil War? Like anybody that's writing Civil War, I'm like, you ain't want to pick nobody else? Cause you should know I read comics too. And you should know I'm saying like, man, we ain't gonna do another brother like that, cause they probably feeling some type of way that we killed off Bill Foster. So we're not gonna do that. You did it again. And then you had it with a movie. The movie and the comics mirrored each other, like, we're gonna see the brother take that L twice. Oh! Come on, man, stop that. That's not cute. That ain't funny, and it ain't no damn compliment. Jesus. Hey, anyway, brief history of Bill Foster in the comics. I don't think it was a stretch. His connection to the MCU, how I tied that up. Nice little rainbow. I don't think that. I mean, nice little boat, rainbow. It is saying that, but I don't think that was a stretch. I ain't saying it the same.